Hey guys, it's day 28, and last night, I was given a suggestion to try doing gargoyles. Apparently we need a rock hammer for them, or a rock thrown hammer, or a granite hammer, which we don't have, so we'll be buying this rock hammer. Hopefully we only need the one? I don't think it's like the salt, where it's one bag of salt per thing. I think we can reuse the rock hammer, so that's what we're gonna try. I was told that they're actually a ton of points, and that it should be fairly easy for me to kill them, which is what I'm looking for. We have earned enough points if we need to cancel, but I'm hoping it won't come to that. So they can be found at the basement or the top floor of the Slayer Tower. You have to be on task to do the basement ones, which is what we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be easier and quicker to get to the basement level than it is to the top floor, which I have never been on the top floor, but I'm gonna assume that that's, you know, how this works. I'm assuming protect from melee is gonna be all we're really gonna need here. Ooh, he looks fucking weird. We're gonna stay away from that guy. I don't like him. Alright, so we're hitting a lot more zeros, but he is considerably higher level than the blood belts that we were working on. Plus, we could also try the Grotesque Guardians, which would be a new boss I haven't done before. I would need to look up the gear I need and how to actually do them because it is new. But for now, we're just gonna do this gargoyle task and see how long it actually takes us to do it and kind of where we get Slayer-wise. So we are sitting at Slayer level 76 and we're about almost 3/4 of the way through the Slayer level. They give over 1000 XP, pretty much 1200 XP per kill, so that's not bad. I'm trying to let him knock my health down a bit so that I hit him harder because of my knife's edge. Dude, was that 10,000 coins that just dropped on the ground? What? Today at work, I got filthy. There were 2 breaks on the course, and the first one happened earlier in the day when it was still pretty cold. Water was still filling up the holes, so I'm down on my stomach and using my hands and a screwdriver to dig under this pipe. The water was ice cold though, my hands turned bright red and started to ache. I didn't actually get too dirty though on that one. The second one was the big one. It was all mud, probably a shovel's length across. It took us digging 5 wrong holes full of roots, just encasing all of the pipe where the break was to find it. Ugh, it was horrible. And there was no good footing, so your foot kept up slipping into the mud, getting sucked in and then just being covered in mud. Yeah, by the time I was done with that, like all the way up to my knees, from my elbows to my hands were just caked in mud. I had to go stand with a coworker in front of a sprinkler just to wash most of it off. I'll take another 10,000 coins, thank you! You're being quite nice today. But then once we stood in the sprinkler and like from my knees down and my arms and everything, oh, I was soaked. Had to sit there for 20 minutes and it was cold. I just like couldn't wait to get home, take a nice warm hot shower, and then, you know, get on here and play. But I am very excited. We have 2 new bosses on the horizon. We could totally do Grotesque Guardians and Kraken here soon, hopefully, if my goals pan out the way I want them to, which they should. You know, and then after we do Kraken, we'll get the Trident, and then we'll send more Barrows. And once we send more Barrows, we'll finish getting the rest of the gear that Barrows drops, which should help us prepare for more of the bosses. And we also have a ton of hard clues that could get us some good gear, potentially, that we'll probably try and knock out Friday morning. Alright guys, we ran out of prayer potions. We're using the last little bit of prayer that we have, and we have actually gotten some pretty decent gold and some pretty decent items that we'll be high-alking later. So this will probably be my last gargoyle here. We've put a giant dent in the task. We were started at like 129 and we're all the way down to 55. So we've definitely done a good amount in an hour. I have not been keeping tabs on where my Slayer's at. I know I did gain a level. I'm just not sure how close to 78 we actually are. Alright, and with that ooh, look at this. We're getting goodies. With that done, we are about almost halfway into 77 to 78, so not bad at all. I'm actually liking Gargoyle Task. We'll probably come back tomorrow, finish knocking this one out. We might take it again and do it as well. It's looking pretty good. We're at combat level 103 still, but we did hit level 90 strength, so now we have 2 things in the 90s. Pretty dope. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow.